My favourite item in this den is the Pepe the Frog. Feel free to take some pictures and post them on Instagram. Why is Discord opening? Oh no, this video is going to Rex already. What up, Patchy Pack? It's your boy, and I finally decorated an AJ den. I haven't done this in about 2 or 3 years, I think now. Like, actually sat down and spent a while, decorating an AJ den. So yeah, this video won't be like a speed decorating sort of thing. It'll more be like a tutorial, I guess, teaching you guys how I decorate my dens, my creative process and sort of like how I arrange the items, where I place specific things and stuff like that. But if you guys don't want to hear that, feel free to, mute the video and put like music over it, I guess. Because I didn't want to be just, one of those stereotypical AJ decorating, videos. I wanted to kind of like, hopefully teach some of you guys, I guess, how to decorate AJ dens. Most of the items I use in this den are actually, store-bought items as well, so you guys can, completely recreate this or put your own spin on this if you want, it's up to you guys. But yeah, I'm planning on improving this den as soon as I get, more nature items, so this den's going to be improving and hopefully getting better all the time. I mean, I haven't done this in a while, but I tried my best, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm also doing a mail time this week, so I know a lot of you guys have already sent me a bunch of, den items, things like that, and I'm going to be opening all of those in the following week, so yeah, hopefully I'll be adding a bunch of those items into this den. But yeah, feel free to, check it out, take pics in it, I guess. I'll be here most of the time as well. If you ever see me on AJ, then, I'll probably be here. But yeah, I hope you guys take some of these tips and, use them in your own den creating thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, even if not, then I just hope you enjoy this quick little video and let me know if you want to do more. I'm already planning on doing some more like naturey dens and also like a phantom themed den sort of thing. But once again, this is my new account. My last account, PatchTheAlpha, was actually permanently banned, as you guys know. So yeah, I barely have any items to use in this, but I tried my best, and yeah, right into the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah. Oh, also, one more thing that I forgot to mention. I don't usually, like begging for stuff and things like that. But to buy most of these items, because as I mentioned, most of these were store-bought items. So, any of you guys can also buy this and make this den. If any of you guys want to, I've got some necklaces here on sale for gems, just because I'm absolutely out of gems. Like, I've literally got 0. So yeah, if you guys, want to give me some gems so I can carry on decorating this den, feel free to, I'm gonna have items in my shop all the time, so yeah. Alright, so let's get started. Usually what I do first before like starting the actual decorating process is looking around the entire den, sort of visualizing where I want to place some of the items, because I've got an overall idea of what I have. Like, especially the bigger items, you need to have an idea where you want to place them. Here I'm just clearing everything out, putting base like floor and wallpapers on, putting the shop, of course, because I often do spike giveaways, and put some random spikes in there for 1 gem. If you guys want to, check that out, sub to the channel. But yeah, here I'm of course putting in my masterpieces. I do love the masterpieces you guys make me. So yeah, I've had to include those in the den. Here I'm using like circular shapes on the top circular platforms, kind of like working around the shapes of the den. Just starting to put some bamboo in, the nature items in this, like the plants, are really important, but you don't want to spam too many in the same spot, because they'll kind of look a bit too overcrowded and too basic, if you just spam the exact same items. Up here in the top left of the den, there's actually a good spot with like these birchwood trees around there, so yeah, I'm kind of just like flying around the whole den, looking around at certain spots where I want to place some things, adding a bit of an archway, a bit of an entrance. These vines are actually really underrated. They're good for like filling up certain spots in your den, any bits that you feel are too plain or you just want to jazz up a little, So yeah, once again, I'm just flying around looking at all the rooms and how I can use the spaces. Here on the shelving, I'm starting to like put some random filler items, I guess, some brown tones, some sort of brownish, darkish things that will fit with the nature stuff. Here, once again, using a bunch of wooden items, putting again more plants sort of around. Here I'm using a campfire. Campfires are good to kind of make a little gathering place around it, maybe put some chairs, benches around it. Here I'm experimenting with the fountains, but I actually do not use these in the final den. I move these into the art room. Sorry about that. But yeah, here I'm putting these little ponds and fountains around. Anything with water is also good, but you don't want to make it look like a massive water park. These little gnomes are funny memes I like to put around my den. If you guys want to, find and look for all of them. There's quite a few in this den. This actually doesn't work that great. I need to use a beta table that one of my friends sent me. I'm just waiting to do that mail time to open all my den items once again. But yeah, this shamrock table, I think it's called, I don't even know, clover table. It's okay, but it's a bit too bright for my liking. Like, you can put a load of stuff on top, it doesn't like kind of glitch out. Little flamingo meme in there. These small clover patches are good for like space filling once again, but you can also get those really large ones from the Clover Adventure, which is unfortunately now out. It's no longer here, but God, that voice break. Here once again I'm stacking some like little toys and little things on the shelf just to fill that space on the top. And here I actually finally move the fountains and start using these larger lamp sort of pieces, I don't know, these little viney lamps, and I'm kind of aligning them all together so we're in a straight line. It doesn't matter if it appears, especially the top one, how it's like on top of the tree, like sort of glitched. Yeah, I'll fix that later on. But yeah, here I'm sort of spamming everything in the middle of the den, like, you know, some of the den items that I want to use or will experiment with, just to, you know, give me a bit of space to work with and not need to drag them out my inventory every single time. Here I tried to use the claw. This actually looks quite good. I might change that back, but I eventually moved the claw up to the top platforms. Once again, fairness, wood, things like that. Anything wooden pretty much goes well with the nature den, you know, blends really well. Earth tones with nature tones mix extremely well. Here, once again, I have the Cami meme frog, as I like to call it. It's Pepe the Frog, basically. Love that item. But yeah, it's time to use some of these clover fountains, which I will use more in the following. But yeah, I actually bought about 6 of those because you can purchase them from the Lucky Day party still, which is really cool. This is probably my favorite den item, the massive nature archways with the vines. They just look so pretty, but they are quite big, so you need to be really careful when using them. Here, once again, I'm working around the shapes, like how kind of that wall is, so I'm putting the rectangular sofa in there. It really fits well. The way the items are placing as well, like in the top platforms, you need to make sure, you know, it doesn't look like too off, like there's a lot of space behind it or something like that. Here I'm using little clover clouds, I don't know, I like the pretty little clover effects that's falling off it. Here I know I want to use the archway, but I'm sort of positioning it all around the den, because I'm really not sure where I want to use it yet. So I'm kind of substituting it for the flowery archway, but then I realised that I can't really put the flower in anywhere else. So it's got to be at the entrance. So then I get another big nature archway and try to put that in. Here, one of my buddies comes along because I forgot to lock my den, but it's alright, you know. I don't mind you guys coming along when I'm like editing dens or when they're finally made, you know. This person actually knew I was making a den, so they left and came back later on. So yeah, that was cool. Starting to use some of these clover fountains, and then I realised this big old like spot without any grass on it is sort of like a little farming area. Yeah, here this person realizes that my buddy realizes that I'm doing the den thing because I was mentioning on my Instagram. But yeah, here I made like this sort of hidden entrance way into the art room with nature archway. Actually looks pretty cool, I guess. Once again, starting to use these really nice looking plants. You can buy these in Serapia Forest. I don't know what it's called. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But yeah, these plants are really good just for space fillers, for using them all over the den. Like, I should probably buy more of these. I just used one of each in this den, which is kind of bad. I need to get more. These are the frozen bushes, a variant. If you change the color of the big old square frozen bush, you get these, and they're really nice for like these little ferns that you can put all over. Yeah, I'm using these nice rectangular clover little sofa things, you know, sort of just placing those around in these, and this is where I'm gonna have my main little sitting room. So then I realize I've got to move a furnace, and I find a really good spot for that furnace actually underneath little leaf stairs. Here I'm adding more of these little leaf, what are they called, lamps. God, I forgot the name. Yeah, so I'm just stacking these lamps, and I'm sort of going for because you guys see the different shades of them, like you can get light green and dark green. I'm sort of interchanging them, so it's like light, dark, and so on. Just so it doesn't look, you know, too much the same, too boring, too plain. So yeah, I'm kind of just stacking them all around on both sides of little things, so I've created like a little pattern thing. And yeah, it's all starting to sort of form together, especially in here in this major sitting room. Sometimes I got, you know, we'll go back out into the front section. Yeah, I'll try experimenting with some flowers, but they're too bright, you know. But yeah, sometimes I have to flicker through all of my den items to make sure that I haven't used, you know, that I haven't left out, sorry, anything that I want to use. Yeah, I'm sort of repositioning these little lamps and little accessories like that. Once again, I don't have that many like rare items that I want to use because this is primarily like a shop bought den. Like I only use shop items really. But yeah, here I'm doing this like little design with clover lamps, wooden TV once again. Anything wooden pretty much goes well with natural dens, nature items. So yeah, I'm sort of stacking that, and that wall's actually perfect for little small wall here, to fit the TV on there. But yeah, gotta love that tea. We're all about tea in this channel, so I thought why not include that on the table. Here, of course, we've got to get the PatchTheAlpha OG statue, as a little memorial for my old account. Rip PatchTheAlpha. But yeah, here I'm placing a bit more masterpieces around, just sort of like ones of my main look. I do have a bunch of masterpieces, so if you guys send me any, I will most likely, include them in my den. Here I'm looking through all of these underwater items because back when I was decorating with AJ items, you couldn't actually place, underwater items in your den. So this is sort of an interesting grey area that I'm still practicing with. But yeah, some of these little items are really cool, especially the little starfish and things like that. I place those never water area. Really nice and colourful. I was going to include some coral down there, but I don't think I had any. I might go back and purchase. Also, one thing I should mention about this den is that I'm going to continuously update it. If you guys want to see update videos, let me know. But yeah, as I get a few, better, more nature items, I'm going to be placing that. I already have actually won a gazebo in the new spring adventure, and I placed that in the middle. It's a nice centerpiece. It's big, it fills up the area, but also looks nice. These bunny statues are great, once again, just from the adventure, the first ever adventure. You can still easily obtain, I think it's the top left treasure, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I really like these. I'm sort of just placing two on the either sides of the shop. They're really like overgrown and they're not too like grey, they're sort of like really muted brownish colours as well, so that suits good. Once again, I'm looking for more places to place this wood because, I love my wood. But yeah, it's sort of like a nice filler space that gives it a bit of an autumn theme, I guess, especially with these pumpkins and these sort of orange items I'm introducing, as you can see. Preferably, I would want to use more green, but like this sort of area doesn't really matter. You can use like orangey sort of textures. Here I'm looking for a place to place this rug. It's kind of nice colours, but back then, as you could see, it sometimes glitches out down there, the main seating area, so I couldn't really place a rug in there. My voice is going because I'm doing this without pausing, geez. Here I'm trying my best to place a den portal leading to my old den, PatchTheAlpha account, but like, these portals are so glitchy, like anytime you scroll, sometimes it just randomly closes the little thing down. So yeah, here I later on, as I mentioned, changed this area to the gazebo area. But yeah, here I have a little portal out into Jamar, and yeah, sort of just adding these wooden items near this little, I want to say it's sort of like a barn area, but I'm really not sure. Put a bit of plushes around here. These were once again easily buyable from the store. I think they still are. Adding a bit more of these plants. The plants are great, but if you ever don't like the plant pot that they're in, the flower pot, you can always like sort of hide them within certain items, which is really good. And mostly I try to, if I can change the color, I get all my plants with the green pot. But even then, I occasionally, hide some of the pots and things like that. Here, of course, placing the classic Cami Pepe meme frog. It's sort of like a nice thing. You guys see in my face cam videos, I've got a massive Pepe plush in the background. So that's kind of like a nice little, inside joke. Here's another fan art. Someone made me an excellent, content critique fan art. So I'm sort of, this place is sort of awkward to work around, but I knew I wanted to make this little masterpiece gallery. But yeah, I think once I had more masterpieces, it looks sort of better. Here I'm starting to make like a little phantom adventure cave. I mean, I hope it worked alright. I sort of wanted to make this more natural with more mushrooms and stuff, but I thought the phantom items eventually work well, sort of piling them on. I do love like phantom items, and the next den I think I'll be doing will be a Greely's Inferno volcanic den thing, sort of, with phantoms. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I think my next den will be a phantom den maybe, or maybe another nature one, I'm really not sure. I do love my nature dens. But yeah, here these phantoms look kind of nice, a bit royal and posh, I guess, for this little masterpiece area, so I decided to include these. I'm not focused on making these masterpieces too aligned together, sort of making them more natural, having a little Yeti guardian in this cave. That's one of my favourite looks, once again, along with my main Arctic wolf and the sloth. These little chairs, they really look like chairs, so you can use them as little mushrooms in this cave, which is really cool. I later on use multiple coloured ones. This furnace I sort of wanted to add, but I don't know. I mean, I sort of feel it here. I can't remember if I delete it later on or not. I think it sort of stays here. I mean, it's okay, but you can definitely use some different better things. Yeah, I don't like how that looks. I think I'm gonna remove that. But yeah, I also one item I'm really looking for is from the new adventure. You can easily get it. Is the I think it's called the Cascading Lily. It's like a massive fountain with white flowers. So I could put that in the center of this sitting area. Once again, adjusting the seats to make sure you can actually, sit on them and take a little AJ photography. If you guys ever want to, just pop into my den. It's always unlocked, so you can take little pictures for Instagram or whatever. I know back in my old account, people love doing that because my dens were obviously a lot better. But yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'm just starting to add more pets. And actually, God, this is embarrassing. If you go into my den right now, you will find a lot of frogs. I think I made about 5 pet frogs just to like kind of represent Pepe, the whole meme on my channel. um, but yeah, so there's sort of like little Pepe frogs, see if you can find them. I don't include these in the video because I had to make each one of these pets individually. I sort of had like these little green, like, lizard pets, different sort of green pets, little flying bugs, sort of things like that. I actually have a pet from a friend. What is it? I think it's called the pet firefly, which I also had in a little shop area, which is nice. Pets are kind of like little cool animated den items, basically. They really spice things up, and yeah, I'm just looking around showing you guys the final products, I guess. And once again, I'm going to be changing this as soon as I get more sort of nature items and more things I can use. But yeah, this is an overall idea of what my thought process is, I guess, when I start making my dens. And I can't believe I recorded this entire video without taking a breath. I think I'm actually going to faint, jeez. But yeah, I'm sort of just messing about with these flytrap plants. This area later on gets worked on a lot. If you guys are going to my den now, it's totally different. And this top area, I didn't really focus on this because I thought no one would go there, but then it triggered my OCD. So did this cami frog not being in place. I sort of put it next to a bench now, so it's a lot nicer. But yeah, once again, I need to change this little fountain into the Cascading Lily, and apart from that, there's my den. Little nice naturey den. It's nowhere near as good as my old ones, but I thought you guys still might want to, take a peek at it. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to catch a breath real quick, and I'll talk to you in the outro sort of section, I guess. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this little quick, well, it wasn't really quick, I guess, but it was like sort of an in-depth, view into how I decorate my dens, where I place certain items, stuff like that. Hope you guys make some, cool dens, and I'm actually thinking of starting a series on my channel where I, sort of review dens, sort of like an AJ architect, I guess, just going into people's dens, especially my subscribers, and checking them out, because I know a lot of people have asked me that on live streams already, so yeah. Thinking about doing that. If you guys want to see that, let me know. And in this video, I actually want to do a quick giveaway sort of thing, I guess. I know it's a clothing item. I'm giving away this rare red short spiked collar. Jeez, that moment when you forget your names of the spikes. But yeah, I'm giving away this rare red short. If you guys want to win, just reply to the pinned comment. Yeah, hopefully you guys can like trade it away for some maybe den items that you can use in your dens. But yeah. Once again, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see more of these little den creative process, den editing sort of stuff, I don't know what to name this video. What do I even title this? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to sub to stay tuned for more of these, I guess. I don't know. See ya.